Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lynn. If not, welcome back. So I'm filming this little introduction because I still have no idea how or why the video was cut off when I uploaded it to YouTube last week for my Hoya After Hours. So this little intro is just to let you know that this is the second half of the video. So if you're interested, keep on watching. If you're trying to grow rare Hoyas on a budget, or if you're trying to grow Hoyas on a budget in general, buying unrooted cuttings and rooting them out yourself is the best way to save money, like, to be honest. And if you're still extremely just unsure and not confident about rooting Hoyas by yourself, like, start learning, girl. What are you doing? Go buy, like, if you don't own any Hoyas yet, or like if you own one Hoya, you're like, oh, I don't know how to root this thing. Go invest, like, just go to any big box store and buy like a $5-6 Hoya or like a $10 Hoya, something that's financially low risk for you. Don't buy an expensive Hoya and then try to learn how to root your expensive Hoya for the first time, because when it dies, you're gonna feel like even more scared. So don't do that. Go buy a cheap common Hoya that you don't care about just for the sake of practice. And if it turns out well, now you have an even lusher mother plant. And if it doesn't turn out well, then you can try again. So here's my hot tip number one. If you're rooting Hoyas for the first time and you're scared, and there's just so much information on the internet, everybody's conditions are different, go buy a cheap Hoya, something that's less than $15, and then try out all the different rooting methods and try out different conditions. Try a prop box, don't use a prop box, use a water tube, do it ambient. Try all of the different techniques so you find the technique that works for you best at a low risk setting that doesn't freak you out and doesn't make you sad. Okay? Yeah. So anyway, back to the video. If you want to grow Hoyas and you want to grow your collection big, beautiful, at the lowest price humanly possible, you need to learn how to root some Hoyas. So anyway, I bought all of these rare Hoyas completely unrooted, and I will be rooting them out myself. So that was the first Hoya, the variegated Tenchongjensis. Did I say Tenchongjensis or Chinghongjensis? I don't remember, but it is the variegated Tenchongjensis. The second Hoya is also a really fun one. Personally, I have a little bit of buyer's remorse just because I don't have like the best track record with caudadas. So anyway, this is the caudata argine. Extremely eye-catching, prehistoric looking Hoya. If you are looking for a prehistoric looking Hoya, I cannot recommend the caudatas enough. The caudata Sumatra, I think that's probably the cheapest variety of caudata. The caudata Aceh is what I have, not super cheap but not as expensive as the argine. So the argine is obviously more expensive because it's a full silver leaf and it's very eye-catching, it's very cool. I have killed like a whole caudata Sumatra mother plant before because I overwatered it in a self-watering pot, and then my friend Wendy gave me a full pot of cuttings all over again, and I grew them out this time in semi-hydro, had a lot of success. And then when I moved back to Michigan from Kansas, I just ran out of space. And I don't know why, the caudata Sumatra just like never quite caught my eye. It just like wasn't, I don't know, I just had other plants in my collection that I like better. So I gave that plant back to Wendy, like a second mother plant back to Wendy. And then I didn't have any caudatas in my collection for like a year. And then last year I got the caudata Aceh from Palm Street. I forgot what seller, I'm really sorry. But I got it from Palm Street, and it's been maybe 6 months now. It has grown one note for me, which I have cut from the original mother plant. Well, a mother plant is generous. I cut from the original note. So now I rooted that extra one note out. So now I have a mother plant with 3 leaves and 2 notes. And this plant, I tried growing out in semi-hydro because I had success with it in semi-hydro back in the day. And it just hated semi-hydro so much. So then I changed tags and I took it out of its semi-hydro pot. And I think you're gonna, actually no, I don't think I filmed that actually. I might have forgotten to film that. But then I moved it like maybe a month or 2 months ago to like a loose chunky soy mix. And I'm seeing some new tendrils, but like no leaves whatsoever. So I don't know. I don't quite have like the best track record with caudatas. So I do have a little bit of buyer's remorse for like getting this caudata Argene, because I feel like I'm gonna be mentally torturing myself all over again. But again, I've already bought it, so it's already here. So I'm just gonna hope for the best. And the very last, so I bought 3 cuttings. I didn't buy like 5 cuttings. I'm not like stinking rich. But I did snag this one, and I saw the post for this Hoya, and you'll see a little tip right here. I saw the post for this Hoya on her Hoya's Instagram page, because she shared Minty Leaves post, and that was how like, oh my god. And then I jumped over the Minty Leaves Instagram page and messaged her immediately. But this is the Hoya Ladia Gillespie. Look at how big the leaves are. Like this flush to my hands, it is the size, or rather the length of my palm. It is beautiful. I used to mix this one up with the Variegated Crassipediolata, but now that I have the Variegated Crassipediolata, they are completely different. Like the Variegated Crassipediolata is a lot smaller in the leaf size, like it's probably the length of my thumb. And then this leaf is like the length of my palm. It is truly, truly like the most beautiful Hoya I've ever seen, secondary to the Latifolia Silver. I think the Latifolia Silver and the Hoya Carnosa Argentea Princess will forever be like one of those like gasp Hoyas, like how can you be real type Hoyas. Like that's just so frosty, so silvery. I have trouble believing that like it's a real living thing. Looks like a plant to me, so I have no trouble believing that it's a real living plant, but like it is very beautiful. The variegation is beautiful. It looks like a watercolor painting. It's just wonderful, and the leaves are so huge. So I've had an amazing experience working with Minty Leaves for this particular purchase. So I would highly recommend checking out her Instagram, sending her DMs, asking about any specific cuttings that she might be selling. I think she's a great seller. She was very professional. Everything came in really great condition, and yeah, I have no complaints. And she has really beautiful Hoyas as well. So I'm really excited to go, I guess, to end this video, process all of these Hoyas, take out the moss, take out the foil, put them in Fluval, and then put them in the prop box. Anyway, if you sat through the initial negative rant, thank you. I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you for listening as always. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. So feel free to comment down below if you share my pains with the ick that I talked about. And comment down below if you've recently bought some new plants. Doesn't have to be Hoya. I would love to know what plants you've recently bought. And if you haven't bought any new plants, feel free to text down below like what plants you have on your wish list. Have a wonderful night. Bye guys.